Hello, welcome to my channel. So I was getting prepared for your reading and I just felt very good energy about this. And so I was drawing some cards to figure out what this energy was. And my gosh, you guys, there's a lot. And I had to stop here before I drew any more cards. First we have the Knight of Swords. So very swift movement with your communication and your intellect as well. Um, Moving fearlessly through challenges. Nothing, I really feel like nothing is going to break you down, nothing is going to stop you. Okay. You have this very powerful growth energy. Okay. You're really moving forward. Again, nothing's going to strike you down. And I feel like this is the next card that popped out. The ninth house with faith. You really feeling like one, spirit has your back, your spirit team has your back, but you also have very strong faith and belief that you can make this work. And it is working for you. With the ninth house too, this is Sagittarius, and right now we are actually in, as I'm recording this, we are in Sagittarius season, with it being December 3rd at the moment. So you also, I feel like, even though we don't have the Sagittarius card popped up, that we do have the ninth house, Sagittarius is also a card of IC. So I think you really have a good vision, a good focal point. You see the end of the tunnel. Okay, you're like running down this tunnel. You see the light at the end of the tunnel and nothing is getting in your way. You're not going to let anything get into your way. You are aiming for that light. You are getting there. And then we also have air element with communication. Swords. The swords in tarot are the air element signs in tarot. So air is the sword, swords is air. So very strong communication during this time. Your throat chakra, I feel like, is actually very open. So whatever you are saying, whatever you are talking about, there's no misunderstandings about it. People know what you are saying and people understand what you are saying. You are also not afraid to voice your opinions at this time. Pretty much you're taking no BS. You're just like, you are going to hear what I need to say, and that's that. Okay. um I feel like even standing firm in what you believe in, maybe standing firm in your goals, even if others don't really believe it or believe that it could be the best for you, but you're just like, nope, this is what I'm doing, and you're not afraid to voice that. We also have water element coming up too. So if we have the ninth house, which is connected to Sagittarius, maybe for a good mixture in this group, we've got water signs, air signs, and fire signs. But I'm going to say that you guys are probably mainly air signs. So the air signs would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Water is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Fire would be Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But regardless, like if you're an earth sign, if I didn't say your sign, your sun sign, and you're an earth sign, don't worry about that. If you're here, this reading is still for you. But water element, sensing. You sense this change. You sense change, positive change happening in your life. And that could be also what's helping drive you to moving forward. You are very blessed at this time. Okay, Spirit is blessing you. Blessings are upon you. Also, I like that this symbol, my eye was drawn to all of the triangle symbols here. Okay, the water symbol. I mean, we also have the triangle air symbol as well. But just this balance, maybe you sense these blessings too. This energy, this blessed energy. Perhaps spirit, your spirit team is actually helping you get this energy so you can move forward. Maybe you are somebody who is a Sagittarius, and since we're in Sagittarius season right now, you're feeling the energy from that and moving forward because you're in your element, right? Regardless of your sign, though, you have an increase. Okay, you're going to be increasing so much in your abundance. It could be financially. I feel very heavy on financial aspects for you. Maybe for some of you, it's a certain job. You have faith that you can do that work. Okay, we've got a lot of self-love. Something that's going to help gain freedom. We also have change, and I really feel like this is a positive change, just given your blessings. Okay. So for some of you, this could be actually school, because since we have the study card popping up. So maybe going into a certain field, maybe others don't necessarily agree with, but Spirit is on your side. Spirit's on your side. This card also has an amethyst on it, and so I really feel like it's listening to your intuition, listening to your inner knowing, listening to your inner self about what it is you truly want to do in this life. But also a connection to that intuition of being like, having that urge to move forward, like what we were just talking about. Spirit giving you that energy to move forward. And you have this inner knowing about that. And you're just like, yeah, I need to move. I need to go. And I'm not going to let anybody stop me. And if somebody tries, I'm going to tell them, no. This is what I want. This is what I'm going for. I am so blessed right now. Just keep repeating that to yourself. I am so blessed right now. We were talking about with the birds. We were just talking about like communication. People trying to tell you no. Maybe misunderstanding you. And, well, not really misunderstanding you, but like maybe they misunderstood you before, but now it's becoming clearer. But I feel like there's this nervous energy from other people. Maybe for some of you, you have a little bit of a nervous energy now about it. It depends on your situation and those around you. Oh, I see. It's temporary misunderstandings. Temporary misunderstandings. So those misunderstandings are going to clear up. A nervous excitement. Okay. Yeah. Nervous excitement to move forward, to make this big change, to stand in your power. But you are strong with the bear, okay? You are strong words. Yeah. You're going to have strong words. Again, you're not going to let anybody... Let's get some motion cards. You're not going to let anybody get in your way. You are strong enough. Okay, if you have any doubt of standing in your true power, which we didn't have any doubt cards pop up yet. But if you are somebody who is doubting your true power, Spirit is saying they've got you and you're strong enough. Okay. Abundance. Again, we were just saying increasing abundance. Um, Abundance is the perception of all the resources in life, knowing that you have all the power and support you need. When abundance appears, it reminds you that the universe always responds to your needs in various ways. Okay? So the universe is responding to you, spirit is responding to you. Skepticism. We were just talking about how people are probably unsure about your movement. And maybe for some time, because of others' skepticism, you are also having some skepticism about your choices. But Spirit is definitely saying don't let their skepticism rub off on you, okay? Because you know what you need to do. Skepticism involves questioning and critically examining everything, urging you to see things clearly, not just accept them blindly. Skepticism drives you to think deeply, helping you make wiser decisions. Okay, so maybe some people think that you're not thinking all of this through, but you actually are. Or this could also serve as a reminder for some of you, maybe Spirit trying to tell you take a step back and actually examine everything so then you know the right way to move forward. But either way, you're going to be taking this movement regardless. See if we can get anything else that wants to help this collective. Okay, so yeah, having some worry and anxiety. But worry beads are also something that helps calm you from your anxiety and your fears. So I feel like Spirit is here trying to help calm that energy. Repetitive motion. Maybe you're somebody who has done things the same way, maybe in I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this. You've done the same thing but kind of in somewhat slightly different ways sometimes, but you still end up having the same results. So maybe people are worried that you're doing that again. But just given the cards that you've had on the table, that's not the case. So it makes sense that others may, and maybe even yourself, may feel worried. But it's going to be different this time. Inventor. Letting your imagination go, freely. Ooh, we've got that freedom, imagination. Did you get the freedom card? Free your imagination. Maybe you are somebody who, if we're talking about school, we're talking about study, you're somebody who's going to kind of go into a similar kind of field. Maybe like, I heard like woodworking, welding, something where you get to build and use your hands. You have gadgets, technology, maybe even for some of you, maybe it's like computer science related. Groundbreaking development. We also have okay to fail on here as well. So maybe you've tried numerous times and it just wasn't clicking. But I feel like it's clicking now. Inspired ideas. Maybe you have a new idea. This is your big inspiration. This is your big moment. We have air sign, and we talked about air sign not just dealing with communication, but your thoughts as well. And I recently have been learning a little bit more about spirit guides. We all have spirit guides, and you've got this big team, which is why I always say spirit team, because it's like our teams are different for each of us, for what we need in this life. And we have spirit guides who are assigned specific roles, And we all have like a kind of an artistic guide. And so maybe that's the guide for you that is giving you this inspiration, you know. And it's described as one of those things where it's like you are kind of stuck in a rut. You've got creative block, but then all of a sudden that idea just comes to mind, and that's usually that guide plopping that idea. Okay. You don't need to believe me. I'm just finding it interesting, and I wanted to share it. Okay. I just wanted to share that bit of info that I've learned. Olive branch. It has surrender on here. Um, Surrender to that inspired idea. We also have a picture of a dove. Dove is very peaceful, so finding that inner peace. Peace offering, finding that peace among your group, okay? If anybody is disagreeing with you, we also have agree to disagree on here. Maybe you need to say that. Well, I agree to disagree. Making amends with people. Yeah. Come to terms, truce. Maybe finding a common ground between these people. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get an affirmation card to end this reading on. But definitely do not give up. You're not somebody that gives up that easily. And I love that you got this card for you. I am strong. I am stronger than I think I am. I reject victimhood. My strength is knowing that all circumstances are temporary. I focus on my attention, on what's in front of me. I naturally move forward into new phases of life. I am strong. This wraps up your reading. This or rounds up your reading very, very well. This is exactly what we've been talking about. So just keep remembering that you are strong. All right, so that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope that this resonated with you. You can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as well. Instagram and Facebook are still relatively new. I'm trying to get it fully caught up to date on things the best that I can. But please follow me on those other platforms so then we get other people viewing these videos, getting the messages that they need to get, and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel here, especially if this resonated with you. You can also comment down below if it resonated with you. You can also comment down below these affirmations. I am strong. Okay, so then you're not just speaking it into existence, you're also writing it down into existence as well. Okay. So again, thank you so much for coming by, and I hope to see you in the next video.